Hello everyone, Bill here again. In
What I'm going to do is I'm going to promote another ebook that I have presently on Amazon Kindle. I'll have a link down below and you can check it out for yourself. It's the Prophet Ezekiel. Now, before I begin to talk about some of my findings in Ezekiel, I have to say though that as many times as I've read the Bible from cover to cover, I always dreaded reading the Book of Ezekiel. I found it exceedingly hard to read, exceedingly hard to understand. And really, I really tried to only read 4 or 5 chapters at a time and then be done with it. Not because, well, that's all the time I had. No, I had plenty of time to read it. It's just, I just really couldn't understand it. I didn't enjoy reading it. Well, doing the exegesis study that I've been doing, literally looking at every chapter and every verse and breaking it down, one of the things is that, though, yes, there are some parts that are kind of like hard to understand, but one of the things is that I've actually come to not only appreciate the book of Ezekiel, but learn to really dig down into it and find a whole lot of things in there that I never really noticed before. Of course, as any Christian who has even just gone through the cursory overfly of the book of Ezekiel, one of the things that you'll find very, very quickly is the image that it opens up with the wheel within a wheel. Well, in my notes, I kind of explain my personal spin on it, and again, all of my notes are very, very conservative, very, basic Christianity, so I don't go off in a la la land like some people do. Also, too, one of the things I kind of noticed, and this is in my notes, it actually somewhat points to the Maccabees. Now, you'll see that in my notes, so if you get my book, you'll actually see my notes. Of course, there's many similarities between the book of Ezekiel and the book of Revelation. No really surprise there. A lot of images, a lot of spiritual images inside the book. Again, no surprise. One of the things, of course, is actually mentions a lot of the saints of old. It does actually mention Isaiah. It mentions Noah, David, Daniel. So you actually can actually see that. Okay. Also, too, the Ten Commandments are reinstated. Okay, they're restated again in the book of Ezekiel. And again, if you get my book, you can see the notes that I'm talking about. Here's something that I found extremely strange, and I'll talk about this in my other video because I'm actually doing 2 videos on this on the book of Ezekiel. It actually talks about hell. It actually talks about hell in graphic detail. So if you again get my book, I find these verses that talk about hell. Okay, and then of course the book of Ezekiel ends up with talk about the new temple, and as we as Christians we refer to as the New Jerusalem. Again, it's almost a mirror image of what we read in the book of Revelation. So there it is. There's my book of Ezekiel. Again, I'm just promoting my ebook. And again, just follow the link down below. You can go right to it. I have many other ebooks on Amazon Kindle. Please do check it out. I also have my testimony. You can actually read my testimony. It's on there. You're going to have to look for it. It's in that library. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make a part 2 of the book of Ezekiel. So please watch for that. So thank you all very much, and see you all next time.